Today in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make your microphone go from sounding like this to sounding like this without any other extra software, using nothing but OBS and a simple plugin. Now, before I get started, I would like to say that I do live stream on Twitch quite frequently. I may be live now, who knows? If I'm not, there will be a link in the description below. Make sure to go in there, drop a follow, and I'd love to hang out with you sometimes, play some games, hop on Discord, answer any questions. I got you. Now, if you're wondering why I have 3 microphones in my face, these are 3 microphones at 3 different price ranges, and I want to show how the effects that I'm going to show you can affect different microphones regardless of what you use, whether you have a $100 microphone, a $50 microphone, or a $10 microphone. Regardless of which microphone you use, I'm going to show that using these effects and these simple steps, it can help any microphone sound better. I know it sounds stupid, but if you don't have your audio mixer faders vertical and they're still horizontal, change them to vertical. Changing your faders is a whole lot better and it's way more precise when they're vertical if they're horizontal. If you don't know how to do this, super simple. Just right click anywhere in the audio mixer and click vertical layout, and you can swap back and forth on the fly if you don't like it, but trust me, vertical is the way to go. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I want to get you recording. I want to get you streaming as soon as possible, creating content for you and your viewers. So I'm just gonna have you copy down all my settings. First thing you're gonna do is go ahead and hit the gear icon and hit filters. Now we're gonna add a couple of filters in here. The first one is going to be a noise gate. I have my closed threshold on -39 decibels, my open threshold on -37 decibels, my attack time on 25, my hold time on 200, and my release time on 150. Now, if at any point in this video you need to pause, it's no problem. Go ahead and pause, copy down the settings. But moving on, you want to add a noise suppression and leave it on the RN noise higher quality. It's the best one to go for. Now, there's an EQ, but we will get to that later. Go ahead and add a compressor, put the ratio on 10, put the threshold on -18, the attack time on 6, the release on 60, the output gain, leave it on 0, and sidechain, just leave it on none. Go ahead and add some gain. Now, gain is a little different really depending on which microphone you're using, but for all of these microphones, I'm gonna have it at 90.40 decibels. Once you have that, go ahead and hit the close button and click on the link in the description, and it will send you to this page right here. Now, when you get to this page, this is the EQ. Trust me, it's not hard to use. It just takes a few simple clicks. And when I say a few, I really do mean a few. It takes no time but 60 seconds to install this. Now, go ahead and hit this download button here if you're on Windows, and the other one's for Mac users. But assuming you're using Windows, go ahead and hit this. It'll say, do you want to keep this file? Click keep. And once it's done installing, just give it a second. You want to open it up. All right. Now, just give it a second. Go ahead and hit yes. And when it opens up, go ahead and hit accept. Next. Now over here, uncheck the AAX for Pro Tools. Just uncheck it. You don't need it. You don't use Pro Tools. If you do use Pro Tools, leave it checked, but you don't need it. After that, go ahead and hit next, next again, and then hit the install button. And once it's installed, go ahead and hit close. I've already installed it, so I'm not going to redo it again. So I'm just going to hit cancel. Now, once you have that installed, next thing you want to do is reopen your OBS. Make sure you had OBS closed while you did that. I probably should have said it earlier, but make sure OBS was closed while you were doing that. Go ahead and hit the gear icon, go to filters, hit plus, and hit the VS2 plugin. This is gonna be your EQ. So go ahead and name it EQ. I've already done this, so I'm just gonna call it EQ2 for these purposes. And go ahead and hit OK. Now at the top, go ahead and hit Marvel GEQ and hit Open Plug Interface. Now here's your EQ. It looks a little difficult. It looks a little complicated for people who don't know, but trust me, it's super easy. We're just gonna use a preset. Go ahead and hit the presets button, hit brighter and bassy, and then just hit activate. Now, instantly, things are already gonna sound a little bit better, but we're gonna make them sound even better. Go ahead and close out the preset manager by hitting the X. Now, what we want to do is using these faders, we want it to make a nice U. So starting on the left, we're going to pull this all the way up and then pull this up a bit and this up a bit and this up a bit. And then that makes a nice little U shape, as you can see. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Starting from the right, pull this up, pull this up, pull this up, pull this up gently and make a nice little U shape. After you've done that, just hit the X. And then now that you have all these filters, you should have all these with all the settings I showed you before, and go ahead and hit the close button. Okay, now that you have all the settings and filters, I'm going to show you guys what each of these microphones sound like before and after. Starting off here is the Blue Yeti before adding all the filters, and here is the Blue Yeti after adding all the filters. Here is the Blue Snowball before adding any of the filters. And here's the Blue Snowball after adding all of the filters. Big difference. The Blue Snowball sounds so much better. All these microphones are gonna sound better. Here is the cheap $10 condenser microphone without adding any filters. And here's the cheap condenser microphone after adding all the filters. Now, when it comes to things like the cheap condenser microphone, I'm after adding all the filters, that microphone isn't going to sound amazing, but it will sound better, and that goes for any microphone you use. I'm not saying that by doing this you're gonna have $3,000 microphone quality, but I am saying that after following these steps I've showed you today, it can make any microphone you plug in sound a whole lot better than it did before. Now, if you're shopping, you're looking for new microphones, I'll have a link to each of these microphones down below. The Blue Yeti goes from around $100 to $130, somewhere in that price range. The Blue Snowball goes from about $50 to $70, somewhere around there, $40 at the lowest. And this cheap condenser microphone here can go somewhere from around $10 to $25-ish. I wouldn't pay $25 for this, but if you do want it, it's there. So I do want to say thank you for watching this video. I tried to keep it as short as possible. I want to get you guys back out there, back streaming, back recording, but this time with better microphone quality. Like I said, I do stream. If you do want to check out my stream, twitch.tv/DaveandSnoop. There'll be a link in the description below. Make sure to come in there, drop a follow, please. I'm on the road to 1K. And I'd love to see you in there. I'd love to play some games with you. Hop on Discord, answer any questions, whether it's about me or about tech or anything. I got you. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you all have a blessed day. Have fun recording, have fun streaming, have fun gaming. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.